school as we're near the end of the Gopher State baseball regular season here in the East Division, as tonight the Shoreview area Mustangs 7-7 on the season, as you see there on your screen, taking on the current division leaders, the Blaine area Bengals, 11-2-1, having a great season so far with 3 straight wins in division action. I'm Jerry Otto, and I'm very happy to be joined by Jake Folska. Jake, this is the second to last game before these teams get into playoff action. And of course, you want to try and get into that on a winning note. And it's been tough for Shoreview this year, as they've already played Blaine 3 times and lost on every occasion. Absolutely. And the Shoreview area Mustangs are going to be trying to avoid that season sweep, mostly for pride, I think. You know, they don't want to lose 4 times in a row to these guys. It should be a great matchup today. Very much so. Again, both teams are using a lot of substitutions, and we'll try and keep up with that throughout the game. It won't exactly be easy. But again, if Blaine were to win tonight, then they would clinch the division. Centennial is currently in second. Then you see the Roseville Raiders team, 9-4-1, having a very good season. They've beaten Shoreview a couple times as well during the year. Shoreview dead even at 7-7. And White Bear North Branch, again, one of the newer teams in Gopher State baseball. Then Forest Lake, they seem to be struggling in most sports, and unfortunately baseball is the same. And Montemedi, which is a bit surprising. Their high school program is very strong. They were up, I think they only had 1 loss in the regular season, and of course Mounds View won the state title thanks in no small part to Sam Henches, who will be in the Cleveland Indians system here in the very near future. Here we see the Shoreview lineup. Their lineup is a little more static than what we'll be seeing later. With Brian Bothwell leading off, Joe Lawson batting second, Andrew Mooney third, Andrew DeWitt, he is the DH tonight, batting fourth, Dylan Irving at first base, batting fifth, Charlie Jacob at second base, batting sixth, Ben Jepko batting seventh, Carter Trachik will be the starting pitcher for the Mustangs, Ty Keene will be the starting center fielder, and we might have Channing Cole as part of the batting order also. And again, there you see the Blaine defense, the son of head coach Al Vatschok, the shortstop, excellent player. He's their leadoff hitter, and he's really had a good season so far. And the pitcher today is Joey Messier. He's played in 9 games so far this year with 29 innings. He's having a pretty good year on the mound. He's got 12 strikeouts on the year, giving up 12 runs. There you see Messier as Brian Bothwell, the lefty, will lead things off here for Babe Ruth. Or Gopher State, excuse me, for the Shoreview Mustangs. That one across the knees for a strike, 0-1. This one grounded slowly to first, off the heel of the glove, and making it to first base will be Bothwell. Melton could not handle that one. I would imagine that'll go down as an error. It's a good start for the Shoreview Mustangs to get their first batter on base. It chopped right in front of home plate. Yeah, he did a nice job in keeping the ball in front of him, but unable to hold on. And a called strike here on Joe Lawson with Bothwell on first and nobody out. And this past year, Joe Lawson attended Chippewa Middle School. Next year he's planning to go to Mounds View High School, along with many of his teammates. This one hit slowly to short, and he will take the throw over to first and get the sure out. So Lawson is out on the 6-3 putout. That was Vatschok to Melton. Bothwell wisely going pretty quickly, and so he makes it to second and breaks up the force play. Yep, with the good jump on the runner, it avoided the double play. Only allowed for 1 out there. Bothwell's going to go to third, and the throw is just off. Nice throw there by McDonald. He didn't realize the ball was right in front of him as he blocked it at first. So now Bothwell at third with one away. That one outside, 2-0. So Bothwell goes to third on the wild pitch. And 2-0 here to big Andrew Mooney. Slow roller to the pitcher. And easy play to first. Wow. And Bothwell again showing his speed as the pitcher looked him back, and he's still able to score anyway.
Yep, a very heads-up play there on third base, waiting for the pitcher to throw to first and then taking off for home.
Yeah, he didn't take a second look, and he probably should have because they had plenty of time to get Mooney at first, but Shoreview will be happy to take the run. Excellent pitch there. So give Mooney credit for a run batted in on the 1-3 ground out. This is Andrew DeWitt, the DH. Off-speed pitch, rocketed in a great play by Mike Gottschalk. As he's pretty happy, and he should be.
Showing some great hops, great skill there.
Yeah, that one looked like it was probably going for extra bases. But Shoreview does get on the board first on a rather unusual chain of events, as we'll see the replay here. This is belted to Gottschalk, and that's a really nice leaping catch.
That one might end up on the Sports Center top 10 tomorrow.
Yeah,
you never know.
So again, Bothwell reached first on an error. Made it to second on a ground out.
I'm just a little upset. Linda's got her.
Made it to third on a wild pitch and scored on a ground out. So Carter Trachip will start out on the mound here for Shoreview. And Mike Gottschalk, who just made that sterling play at shortstop, will start things off here for the Blaine Bengals. There you see the Blaine batting order. Mickey Zeller is on deck, the left fielder. Batting third, Connor Melton, the first baseman, hitting .435 on the season. Seth Miller batting cleanup at third base. Logan Medal, the catcher, is currently leading the team with a .480 average. Check that, he's second on the team to Joey Messier, the pitcher. He is batting sixth. Cade McMahon batting seventh. Jake Dorff, he'll be playing second base for pretty much all game. And then Raleigh Carlson batting ninth. And there you see the the Shoreview defense. Excuse me, I'd have to forgive me. I'm used to doing mostly Roseville games, but again, Bothwell, Keene, Lawson, Jacob, and Irving should stay in their positions. The other ones will be in a state of flux. That is fouled away. Hopefully it doesn't hit a car.
Well, my car's over there. Hopefully to miss that one.
Right.
It was a good aggressive swing on the first pitch. Like he's ready to take a hack.
Good off-speed pitch to center field, and a diving effort by Ty Keene. He just missed it. And so Gottschalk hustling, but he will be happy with a stand-up double there in center field. Keene had a bead on it, but it was just out of his reach as Gottschalk with a nice hit.
Great effort by the center fielder there on that one. That was a close call.
So this will bring up the lefty, Mickey Zeller. He's in left field, and then we'll move to third base later on in the game. Have you ever seen a field like this, Jake, to where you've got a left field fence, but you don't have about 75% of the outfield fence?
It's not too common, but I remember when I was younger, we played in a field with cornfield as one of the fences.
Wow. This is clobbered to center field, and this is by Keene and by Bothwell. This should at least go for a triple as Mickey Zeller.
Oh.
Nope, he's going to hold on. Probably the smart move.
Yep. It's a good relay in. Held off the triple, but a nice piece of hitting there.
And a run batted in for Zeller.
Looks like he waited on that breaking pitch and nailed it out to center field.
So this will bring up another lefty, Connor Melton. That is hit solidly, but just foul. These Easton bats remind me of the old Black Magic Eastons.
Oh, yeah.
Dale Irving, when he hears this broadcast, he'll know what I'm talking about. That one outside. Jake, do you know at the this level, is the bat drop off, is it -3 or is it -5?
It's been a while, you know.
Yeah, I was trying to think that
I think
myself.
at this point it's -3.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but if I remember right.
It goes off the end of the bat, and the throw to first in time, but it works just as well as a sacrifice as Zeller moves to third. So the 1-3 put out. Again, to try and protect the infielders and the pitcher. For certain, once you get to high school, it's a 2 5/8 inch maximum barrel and then a 3-ounce drop. It used to be 5, and those bats were fun to swing. That one's a little high.
This Blaine team is a very high-powered offense. They have 125 runs scored on the year, which is more than any other team in their division. So,
right.
As you can see, they got some good hitters on their team.
That's just in 14 games, so you're talking right around 9 runs a game. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
So 2-0 here to Big Seth Miller, the third baseman. Logan McDonald is on deck.
I'm sure Seth is used to this 3-0 count. He's got 28 walks on the year, more than anyone else on his team.
Ow. Yeah. Again, that's a walk that doesn't really hurt Shoreview too much in that it sets up a double play. And so this brings up Logan McDonald, who, as the catcher goes, is having a great year, hitting .480. Behind the plate, you could hear Andrew Mooney checking with the coaches. I think that's as far as if he should throw to second. Well foul. If Miller were to try and steal.
Yep. Doesn't look like there's a huge threat of running on first, but
yeah, it doesn't
you never
look like
know.
He's
Got to be
get
ready.
Too much of a lead. Yep.
A lot of times the pitcher and catcher have many 3-4 different plays when the pitcher or when the runner takes off from first.
Good pitch across the belt, so it's now 0-2 to McDonald. Again, Zeller on third, Miller on first with the walk, as Blaine started out with back-to-back doubles. Outside. Now it's a moot point. It looked like he was getting ready to throw, but it's probably the best move. Right. So we give Miller a stolen base, and it's now 2 men in scoring position. High and well foul. There you see our North Metro truck. Try to check the schedule to go at least 3 innings. Then Jack Koken will take his place. That one a little outside. Good job by Andrew Mooney so far here behind the plate. Hit, fair ball, and down the line by the third baseman, Channing Cole. And it ends up being an RBI single.
A great piece of hitting right there. Good effort by the third baseman, but it was just hit a little too hard for him.
As here we'll see the replay. Very nice job in left field by Brian Bothwell to get it in quickly and make sure that Miller didn't score. This is Joey Messier, the pitcher, hitting .495.
I wouldn't be surprised if the runner took off on this pitch here. He stays at first.
Nice pitch in the outside corner.
Number 2, courtesy runner.
So we're going to have a courtesy runner here as John Coelho will run for the catcher, Logan McDonald.
Ball outside.
So 2-1 now to Messier. As Trocek trying to work out of a good-sized jam here in the first. Slow roller to short. For the first is not in time. And Blaine, again, shortstop Lawson thought to go home, but it was hit so softly that he was really in a bind in that instance.
That was a tough play there. The grass gobbled up the ball. He really had no option there but to go to first base, and unfortunately it was a little late. Yep, you can see the grass just slow that ball down.
Right, and also the moisture too, as there you see Miller scoring to make it 3-1.
We have yet another first and third situation here.
Wow.
It's our third of the inning.
Yep. So now Cade McMahon, he's going to be literal Cesar Tovar here today. He's going to be in center field, left field, and pitcher. At least that's what he's scheduled for. Throw to first. And getting back is Messier.
2-0.
That is hit sharply to left field. Coming in is Bothwell. He cannot make the play. It lands in front of him. And so now it's 4-1 in favor of Blaine. And runners on first and second on the bloop single for McMahon.
Yep, a little bit of a blooper there. Kind of unlucky for Shoreview that it kind of dropped in no man's land. But the left fielder didn't have enough time to get into that one.
Right. So another runner at second as Alex Winslow will check in for Messier, the pitcher. Again, slow roller to the pitcher. They get the force out at third. That's all they will get, but they do get the lead runner, and it's now 2 away.
Yep, good heads-up play there. Get the lead runner and keep him off third base.
Right. At the high school level, you can do this as well. You can courtesy run for the pitcher or the catcher. And so this brings up the 8th hitter of the inning in Raleigh Carlson. Excuse me, 9th hitter, my mistake. As Blaine is batted around. Of course, Mounds View is one of was your main rival in high school, but it is pretty impressive to get back-to-back state titles.
Oh, that is. You know, that's incredibly impressive. You know, especially the competition these days is intense.
Swinging away at a high fastball. Rothwell is back, camped under it, and he will make the catch. But a very big inning for the Bengals as they score 4 and bat around. After 1 inning complete, Blaine 4, Shoreview 1. We'll take a break. This is North Metro TV coverage of Babe Ruth Baseball.
You might be wondering why this monkey is doing backflips. It could be because North Metro TV now has high-definition cameras. Go, monkey, go.
One after one. I'm Jerry Otto along with Jake Folska. This is Dylan Irving. He'll be going to Irondale next year. He's the lone player on the team. That'll be going to the Knights. Good fastball, and Irving does a nice job to get a piece of it. It's 0-2. Outside.
When he's not playing baseball, Dylan plays basketball and track.
Right. I know Dylan had a very good basketball season. Off speed is a little high, 2-2. That is hit very well to left center field, and this will beat the center fielder, McMahon, as Irving will head into second with a very nice stand-up double.
Another great hit. We've seen 4 or 5 great line drives so far in 2 innings, you know. It's a good battle going on right now.
Right. And I would imagine for an outfielder, this makes it a little more difficult. There you see Dale Irving, a proud father there. To judge how deep you want to play because you don't have an outfield fence to kind of use as a standing point.
I'm sure their perspective is a little thrown off right now.
Yep. Charlie Jacob takes a called strike there. Dale Irving was one of the men that got me started in announcing at CTV North Suburbs back in 1989. That is hit very well to right field, and that is over the right fielder's head, Carlson. So Irving will score easily, and another stand-up double this time for Jacob, and the lead's now 4-2.
No better way to come off, you know, a rough inning than just you know, back-to-back doubles.
Yep.
Boost the confidence.
Good back control to hit that to right field with power. As there you see a whole bunch of soccer nets. Some of them were in shallow right field when we got here. Ben Jepko right at the first baseman, Melton. So that's the first out.
Yeah, like you said, there's the soccer fields out in right field. I played a game once where there was a tree in right field, in play.
So was it a double if it hit it, or?
You know, I don't know.
No, that's all right.
You know, our right fielder threw in threw it in from right field and actually nailed the tree.
Oh, geez.
And the runner ended up getting a triple, I think.
This is Carter Trocheck, and a wild pitch there as Jacob will easily advance to third.
It's going to be very important for this game for the catchers to stay in front of the ball. There's a huge gap, until
there's a lot of room to the backstop.
Home plate and the backstop,
yep.
So it's going to be very important for the catchers.
This will be caught by Gottschalk. So now 2 away here quickly in the top of the second. Shoreview would love to get Jacob in from third. It's up now to Ty Keene, the center fielder. Just missed, low and inside.
Another line drive.
Hit up the middle, coming in the second baseman, Dorff, and throw to first in time. So Shoreview does get 1. They had a chance to maybe cut the lead to 1, but to no avail. It is 4-2. But Shoreview does get their first 2 hits of the game.
Yeah, in that case, it looked like the grass kind of helped him out a bit, slowed it up. It was a sharply hit ball up the middle and slowed up in the grass and allowed him to get the easy grounder.
Sure. Blaine's had a lot of success in athletics, but especially recently in hockey. Johnny Brodzinski, now a sophomore at St. Cloud State, and he's a whale of a goal scorer for the Huskies.
I agree. Jebko looks like a fool. I mean, what's he thinking with that Bill?
And a little extra audio that we were getting there. And his younger brother, Mike Brodzinski, as a freshman, was one of the better defenders for the Gophers. And great family of athletes. Known them for a while. Jake, did you know Jimmy Jerry at all?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, that's a real shame. And you talk about a superb athlete. He was recruited by some of the best football schools in the nation. He decided to go to the Gophers. You know, it looked like he was ready to start playing a good bit his sophomore year, and unfortunately concussions that are affecting so many athletes got to the point where he had to retire. But
Yeah.
it looks like he's going to help out the team with coaching and other things, and that's really good to see. I sure enjoyed seeing him both Legion with Tri-City Maroon and on the football team.
Yep. Yeah, he's been helping out with the baseball and the football, and he's been a great role model for Irondale athletes.
Mm-hmm. So this brings up the top of the order again for Blaine in Mike Gottschalk. He hit a double to medium deep center field and then scored on the double by Zeller. Nice pitch there. As Carter Trachuk out for a second inning of work.
Yeah, Mike's actually one of the shortest guys on the team. He's 5'3". I talked to him before the game, and he told me he's precisely 5'3".
Well, that's about my height. So.
He's a football and basketball player as well.
Okay. Low and inside. So 2-2 to Gottschalk.
Yep. 2-2. Count is full.
Nice job by Gottschalk to stay alive.
Yep.
And here's the 3-2.
Ball far.
Inside. A little unusual in Trachuk. He doesn't go from the windup even when there's nobody on base.
That is interesting. You know, some pitchers are just more comfortable from the windup, some from the stretch.
Mm-hmm.
It all depends on the person, I guess.
Twins had a couple of high-profile draft choices in Nick Gordon, who's Tom Flash Gordon's son. He's already at Elizabethton in Tennessee. And I can't remember his name offhand, but the closer for Stanford, they're actually going to start him off at Low A Cedar Rapids.
Okay.
Yeah, he's going to report there later this week. He's fouled back and a good swing. His fastball has gotten up to 103. He's steadily in the high 90s, yeah. So the thinking is he can move through the system pretty quickly.
That's a little intimidating.
Yeah.
103 miles per hour.
Gottschalk at first. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second. That one's low. Good stop there by Mooney. Oh, excuse me, now that's Jepko behind home plate. Mooney has moved over to third base. This is hit well to center field. Nice job coming in. They're going to have a chance at first base. And he is out by quite a bit. Wow.
A little unfortunate for Blaine there. They had the hit and run on.
Right.
And you know, it was great contact, great hit, but just happened to get caught by the center fielder.
Gil, I got a math question for you. If an elephant...
Yeah, here you see the replay.
Yep, a little bit of a backfire.
Yeah, and the other thing is,
even
when you could tell that the ball was going to be caught, he slipped and took another step to second, and he got struck. Unfortunately, he really had no chance of getting back. Hard grounder to second, played there by Jacob, and that'll do it. As Shoreview does a really nice job in the bottom of the second, but Blaine, after that big first inning, still leads 4-2. We'll take a break. This is North Metro TV coverage of Blaine Bengals Babe Ruth baseball.
Lionel Lakes is the gateway to the metro area, just minutes north of Minneapolis and St. Paul. Conveniently located on I-35W, this growing city still maintains its North Country feel. Lionel Lakes values its award-winning schools. Outdoor lovers will discover miles of hiking, biking, and water trails. Growing businesses will find premier development opportunities with great freeway visibility and ready to help your businesses grow. Come to live, work, and play in Lionel Lakes.
What is North Metro TV Public Access? It's a community of amateur TV producers working together to make the kind of TV shows they want, taking free television production classes and gaining hands-on experience with our professional studios and equipment right here in Blaine. Get started by calling 763-231-2803 or visit northmetrotv.com. So, what is it? You tell us.
This will be the 10-hitter. Channing Cole is, again, Shoreview has a designated hitter and is extending their batting order here a little bit tonight. And on the low outside corner. Channing's going to be playing right field for the second through fourth innings. Nice pitch. It's Messier looking very sharp here. Quickly ahead 0-2. Hits sharply, and again the grass really slowing that one down.
That one looked like it was, maybe shot out to right field, but got slowed right up.
This will be Brian Bothwell, the leadoff hitter. Of course, also in North Metro baseball, Max Knutson had his first year at Nebraska, but who was really impressive is the pitcher from Coon Rapids, Logan Shore. He did great at the University of Florida.
Okay.
Good off-speed pitch there.
Yeah, I played against Logan Shore when I was in high school, and man, he was tough.
Yeah, Coon Rapids had a very deep starting staff, and Mounds View was a little lucky to knock them off. I think it was 9-6, as that one is fouled off the helmet. Because Shore pitched the first game, but then they had to play again the next day, and of course you want to pitch your best guy right away, because if you don't win, then you have no chance at the championship right away. Fouled away. The Twins drafted him in 2013, I think in the mid-20s, but he obviously would have wanted a lot more money than that slotted pick. This is hit very well to right field, and this will go for extra bases. As Bothwell, with his speed, he might have a shot at a triple, but no, he is going to hold up.
You got to wonder how close that would have gotten to being a home run at a regular field with a fence. No way to tell here.
Yep.
Hit well, though.
Sure was. Brian Bothwell now on base twice. And so this will bring up Joe Lawson, the shortstop. Says in the information we received, Brian Bothwell also plays golf. I always kind of figured baseball and golf swings. It'd be kind of tough to do both in the same summer.
Right. I was always told to kind of not golf when I played baseball.
Sure.
Kind of screws up the swing a little bit.
Yep.
But
it does seem like hockey and golf seem to be a pretty comparable swing to where
Definitely.
you see a lot of hockey players who are good golfers.
Right. On the off season, a lot of them will hit the course.
Yep.
Ball outside.
Joe Lawson with a good at bat here, 3-1.
Ball 4.
So the first walk of the game for Shoreview. Lawson on first, Bothwell on second. One away, and this brings up Andrew Mooney, who had an RBI ground out in the first. Good stop again as Logan McDonald getting a lot of work behind the plate. This is hit the shallow center field. Yep, the second baseman is going to get it, and an easy play there.
Yep, called the infield fly rule, so kind of the worst nightmare for the hitter.
Exactly.
It really gives you no chance.
Right. And the runners can only advance at their own risk, and unless the defense really misplays it, you're pretty much stuck at your own base. Good stop again by McDonald. There's C. DeWitt. Good off-speed pitch on the inside corner. Good pitch there, and now Messier heading the count.
Yeah, besides the one walk, it seems like Messier's had great control of this inning.
Rocketed up the middle and just by the second baseman for a hit. And Bothwell will score easy. I'm kind of surprised he threw home, but it didn't matter as Lawson was entrenched on second. And now it is 4-3.
Yeah, that one barely missed the pitcher there. Missed him by about a foot.
Yeah, thankfully it went behind him.
Yep, hard line drive right up the middle.
And Dorff just missing it on the dive. So now Shoreview trails by a run. This brings up Dylan Irving. He had a double to the gap in the second. Throw to first is not in time. Hit sharply to the first baseman, and he will make the play. So that does it for the top of the third. Shoreview chips into the lead once more. 1 run on 2 hits, and it's 4-3.
Here we go.
Blaine's only losses in East Division play. I was going to try and find that here. Well, they tied Matamidi.
That's interesting.
Yeah, lost to Andover. Andover's also got an even record at 6-6-1. As to Shoreview, they're at 7-7.
In Blaine's last game, they put up 20 runs.
Yeah, to beat Forest Lake 20-8. My goodness.
That's a
You see some of the fans on hand here tonight. Very nice Chicago Blackhawks jersey. So this will bring up Seth Miller. He had a walk, stolen base, and scored in the first, in the 4-run first inning. Gottschalk, Zeller, Miller, and McDonald all scored, as the Bengals had 5 hits that inning. Chopped foul. And it looks as though this is Alex Winslow, as he is now going in, at least for the time being. I think Miller's going to go back in on the re-entry rule. So Winslow will hit here in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th. He's going to play some first base.
Ball inside.
And he just missed.
That's a good eye.
Chopped right back to the catcher. When you were at Irondale, did you ever play against Blaine?
I'm trying to think. You know, I can't think of a time
Probably
we did.
not, right.
Yeah, I played them.
Nice play by the second baseman. And the throw over in time as Charlie Jacob makes the play.
When I played for Shoreview, you know, we played Blaine all the time, like,
Sure.
you know, just like this. And kind of interesting to see how the standings are a lot different than they were back when I used to play.
Yep, there's the Charlie Jacob with a nice play.
Matamita, I always used to be on the top of the list.
Right. Well, again, their varsity team this year was phenomenal.
Right, right.
You see Logan McDonald is hitting again. Foul ball ripped down the 3rd baseline. Again, next year, I feel bad for Irondale. They really don't belong in the Northwest Suburban. They should be in a, maybe not a weaker conference per se, but one that's more, they can fit in athletic-wise. The Northwest Suburban with Anoka, Blaine, Coon Rapids, Centennial, Champlin. There's a lot of good teams there.
Some big programs, some good teams.
This is hit high in the air to right field. Cole is coming in, and Channing Cole makes the play.
You know, on a day like this, those pop flies are a little harder than you might expect with the overcast.
Exactly.
You can lose the ball pretty easily. So
Yeah,
that was,
you don't usually have pristine white baseballs like you do in the majors.
Right.
These have been used a little bit. So.
yeah, that was a good play.
This will bring up the picture of Joey Messier. He had an RBI single in the first. Good pitch there. They are truck crew doing a great job keeping things updated on the graphics and the like.
Ball outside.
It's kind of a combination broadcast with CTV and North Metro doing a great job providing our producer and the equipment and a lot of the crew. That one just missed.
Says here Messier plays football and basketball like many of his teammates, and he also enjoys the hunt. I talked to him before the game. It's one of his favorite hobbies.
Sure. 3-1.
About time your wife showed up. My wife did at the beginning of the game. Yours shows up in the 3rd inning and you got to stay for yourself.
This is crunched and will go at least for a double. This one might make it for a triple. Hustling back there is Bothwell. No, this will just be another stand-up double, but that's, I think, the farthest one we've seen hit tonight.
Yep, that one was crushed. That was a well-hit ball. You gotta love when you're the pitcher, you know, you help your own cause, getting base hits and hopefully scoring some runs.
So this will bring up Cade McMahon. He had a bloop RBI single to left in the first. Ball high.
And Cade is going to Spring Lake Park next year for high school. He's only one of 2 players on, excuse me, 3 players on this team that's not going to Blaine.
Okay. Hit sharply to short. And knocking it down, throw to first is not quite in time. So first and third, 2 away. Lawson did a good job. Excuse me, it's not Lawson. No, it is Lawson. I had to double check my numbers here, and it looks like the umpire made the right call here. Just barely on the bag.
And with the great speed of McMahon, I wouldn't be surprised if he took off here for second base. Ooh.
Dorff hit one sharply to the pitcher in the first. Just low. Good stop there by Jepko.
McMahon taking a huge lead at first, almost tempting a pickoff throw.
Yeah, McMahon was going to make it anyway, so smart move, just throwing it back to the pitcher.
Absolutely.
And a 1-2 count. By the catcher, and that will cost Shoreview a run as Messier scores, and now McMahon moves up to third.
Yeah, that one looked like it bounced off the plate actually and kind of just hopped right over Jeff Cole's shoulder.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. And that little extra spring off the plate, and just really nothing that Jepko could do with it. This is hit into shallow left and will drop in front of Bothwell. And so Blaine has cleared the bases. And it is now 6-3.
Yeah, that one's frustrating for the fielders, you know, when it kind of drops in a place you can't get to. No chance for that one.
So Raleigh Carlson, the 9-hitter. Here to the plate with 2 outs, just outside. Jake, what position did you primarily play?
I was a catcher, mostly.
Okay.
Yep. Yep, so I know all about the crazy bounces and everything that happens.
Good reflexes there by Trocek. And so Shoreview gets out of it, but again, 2 more runs here for the Bengals as they go up 6-3. 2 runs on 2 hits. We'll take a break. This is North Metro TV coverage of Gopher State Baseball East Division action.
Come to Ham Lake and see how good life can be. Conveniently located only 20 miles north of the Twin Cities on Highway 65, yet Ham Lake has kept its rural charm. Residents of Ham Lake enjoy 1-acre minimum lots, giving you space to live with abundant natural green spaces and recreational activities like boating, fishing, golf, disc golf, camping and playgrounds, and tons of seasonal fun all year round. Ham Lake is home to one of the top school districts with consistent high scores in standardized testing and community ratings. Ham Lake is a business-friendly city and willing to work with businesses and developers of all sizes. Whether you are just starting out or looking to grow, Ham Lake has the business opportunities you've been waiting for. Life in Ham Lake moves a little slower, and that's the way we like it. Ham Lake offers space to live, to grow, and space to relax. Come visit Ham Lake and see for yourself what you are missing. Ham Lake is convenient country living.
Top of the 4th we go, as that first pitch to Charlie Jacob was a little low. That's hit into shallow center, and going back is Gottschalk, and he will make the play.
It looked like that one was just off the end of the bat a little bit.
So Joey Messier in 3 innings, has given up 3 runs on 4 hits. Only 2 of those runs are earned. Now we have Ben Jepko, who this will be his last inning of catching if things go according to schedule. Get a soft liner to first. On a little high. Have you watched any of the College World Series action?
You know, I haven't seen too many games, but I've been keeping up with the scores. So.
Sure. Yeah, Vanderbilt's been pretty impressive.
Yeah. And Virginia is the 3rd ranked team in the country.
Yep.
And Vanderbilt's not ranked, are they?
Correct.
So that's kind of, you know, a little bit of an upset, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Game 3 is tonight. It's a best 2 out of 3 series.
Yep.
Monday's game was something. That's well outside. They were up 9-1, and Virginia kept on coming back and finally made it 9-8 before the Commodores held on to win.
Mm-hmm.
Right across. Indiana was one of the better Big Ten teams of recent memory, but they got knocked out before the College World Series.
Okay.
Hit sharply to short. Gottschalk does a nice job recovering. He originally went to his right and came back and mixed the play.
How'd the Gophers fare this year? Did you hear it all?
They made it to the Big Ten tourney, but then lost out relatively early.
Okay.
They had some good pitching. Hitting was a little bit of a trouble. The smart thing they did was making the field all turf with the exception of the mound in the area right around the bases and home plate. Because with all the rain that we had, it still drained well enough to where they could use it.
And when they used to play in the Metrodome, you know,
right?
It wouldn't be a problem.
That was perfect. High in the air to medium left field, and a very quick 1-2-3 inning for Blaine.
Carter, Jack.
And it took some doing, but at the new Vikings stadium, they are going to be able to play baseball. They had to make a few adjustments.
Okay.
I think right field's even going to be shorter than it was at the Dome, so I don't know if you can make an extra high baggier wall like they did. So. Andrew Mooney is going to go in to pitch, as we've switched things around here a little bit. Trachik is venturing over to third.
And at this 14-year-old age, I believe they have an inning limit.
That makes sense.
I'm not sure if it's at least when I played it was an inning limit. I'm not sure if it's a pitch limit now, but so it's very important for, you know, the coach just kind of jumble around who's going to be pitching, who's going to be catching.
Right.
Got to manage all the pitchers.
And Trachik had a really good second inning, but the first and the third, he had to throw an awful lot.
Right.
So this will bring up the top of the order again in Mike Gottschalk. His third at bat in 4 innings. It's popped high in the air. Going back is the shortstop, Lawson, and he makes the play.
This Blaine team is an aggressive hitting team, you know. They're going up there looking to hit. First pitch, they're swinging most of the time.
Right. You see Mickey Zeller, 1 for 2 on the night. Good off-speed pitch as Zeller was ahead of that one. Hit sharply foul. Nebraska seems to be really building up their baseball program. Head coach former Major League great Darren Erstad, and of late, of course, had Max Knutson from Mounds View, Ben Bold from Red Wing. And it seems like they're trying to make a lot of inroads here in Minnesota to get some of the better players. 1-2 here to Zeller. He's hit the ball hard every time he's been up. So Zeller hit on the foot. So he will take first, 1 away. And this will bring up, I think, Coelho. Yeah, it actually hit the dirt, then hit his foot. That's highly unusual.
Yeah.
Yeah, this will be Jonathan Coelho. I'm sorry, Jim.
No, I was going to say it was a full count anyways, I think. So either way, he's heading to first.
Coelho hitting .342 coming into tonight's action. He's playing some center field.
Nearly hit him on that one.
Yeah. Wow.
That one's skied.
Very much so. Coming over is Charlie Jacob, and he will catch that mile-high pop-up. So this will bring up Winslow, hitting for Seth Miller.
As you go down the order for Blaine, you know, every single player has an average above 300 for the season, which is almost unheard of.
I know, and the other thing that's is hit very sharply to center, but right at Ty Keane, and he makes the play. So that will quickly do it here for the bottom of the fourth, as we stay at 6-3 after 4. This is North Metro Sports coverage of Babe Ruth baseball.
All right, guys, we gotta be smarter about what we bite on, okay? I want everyone to go outside. We're gonna run Red Rover on 3.
What about you, Tony?
I'm gonna run around in circles, flap my arms, and make engine noises like this.
When it comes to playing, we kids are the pros.
We're eating right, too.
We fuel up.
To play 60!
If your school doesn't have a program, be a leader. Start one.
Click today and join the movement.
As you saw there in some of the highlights, we already have 6 doubles here tonight. Many of them hit over the outfielders' heads, as Shoreview has 3, one by Bothwell, Irving, and Jacob. Blaine has doubles by Guts, Chalk, Zeller, and Messier. And Blaine still with a 3-run lead. Very nice pitch there, as Messier in his 5th inning of work, as he has looked sharp. There's the Ty Keane.
So we get a little bit confined to I definitely enjoy it. It's I never feel
Low in the dirt, 2-2.
Kenny. No.
This weather certainly doesn't feel like late June. It's
absolutely not.
At least it's not raining. That's the important thing.
A little surprised.
Yeah. Ooh. Evidently that was outside corner, and so Messier gets his first strikeout of the night. Yeah, I'll get a good look at it here.
Bit of a generous strike
That's
there.
what I was thinking too. Especially the catcher wasn't able to really frame any.
Right.
As Bothwell 1 for 2, reached on an error and a big double over the right fielder. But my mistake. This is Channing Cole. I'm not used to 10 batters here in baseball.
Yeah. It's a little weird.
That was a little high, 2-1. Well, it's been really impressive for the Twins is Kurt Suzuki. Boy, he turned out to be a super pickup.
I know. What a great replacement for Joe Mauer.
Right. Low in the dirt, 3-1. It certainly seems like Yasmel Pinto has got the bat for the major leagues, but to try and learn catching as you're going through the minors, that's got to be really difficult.
Right. It's not something you can really pick up on the fly.
Hit very sharply out of play. Full count. Former Twins catcher A.J. Przinsky always impressing me with his durability.
Oh, yeah.
And he's happy to go out there and catch 140 games a season, and seems like he never gets hurt.
Seems like he's been in the league for about 20 years now.
Right. So nice job by Channing Cole as he draws a walk. And now this will bring up Brian Bothwell. Low strike. That one by the first baseman for a hit. And hustling over to third is Channing Cole, doing a really nice job. What helped Bothwell there is in having Cole on first. Winslow had to stay just close to the first base and open up that hole.
Yep, snuck right between the first and second baseman. Kind of a no man's land.
So the tying run at the plate here in Joe Lawson. He is 0 for 1 with a walk. Outside.
I'm a little surprised we haven't seen any bunts tonight.
That's true, yeah.
Back when I played 14 and 15-year-old, that was kind of a big part of our game plan, kind of bunting guys around and doing that kind of thing. But it seems like these guys have the power to move the guys around, so they don't have to.
Yeah, you think it'd be tempting with the grass slowing it down. It'd be tough for the pitcher and the catcher. Inside corner, 2-1. Cole on third, Bothwell on first. High, 3-1. Andrew Mooney's on deck.
Ooh.
Full count. That one.
Looks like he thought that one was ball 4.
Yeah. High inside corner.
We'll see if the runner takes off here on a full count.
No. Staying very close to first base was Bothwell.
Very small lead.
Yeah. That's a little surprising considering his speed. That's hit very well to right center field, and that'll fall in for a hit. Chasing after it is Coelho, and he gets it in, and they'll just trade places. Bothwell to third, Lawson to first, and it's 6-4.
It was a great piece of hitting by Lawson, taking that one the other way.
Yes, sir.
Got the outside pitch and just went with it.
So Mooney looking to get off the schneid. He's 0 for 2 with the run batted in. And he does a beautiful hit down the left field line. As hustling for third is Lawson.
When Blaine decided to hit the cutoff man on that throw, I wonder if he would have thrown it all the way to third base if there would have been a chance to get him.
Right, it did look like there was a decent possibility of that. So it is now 6-5 in favor of Blaine. And we have first and third again. So we'll see the play here. Yeah, he didn't really throw it with much urgency.
It didn't seem like he really knew that the guy was going to third base.
Shot up the middle, right to the second baseman. Yeah. He didn't have control of it. It wasn't in the transfer. And so they're going to call Mooney safe at second. We have a tie game.
Yeah, a little bit of a costly error there.
Right.
That could have ended the inning.
We'll see the replay here. There you see a hard hit ball by DeWitt. Yeah, he didn't have control of it. And that was actually close to where he almost stepped back and got it anyway.
Right.
So we have a tie ball game, 6-6 here in the top of the fifth. And this brings up Dylan Irving, who has hit the ball hard twice. Double and a hard ground out. Good off-speed pitch there. As this is the toughest inning that Messier has had so far. This is batter number 7.
Ball low.
Ooh, just low.
Block and strike.
Hit to center field. Coelho hustling over. This will be a sacrifice fly. Oh, I'm sorry. For some reason I thought, no,
Just
Mooney was at second. Yep. So Irving now 1 for 3. DeWitt on first, Mooney on second. And this brings up Jacob. Charlie Jacob 1 for 2 with an RBI double. Hit to third. Nice play there by Zeller. Throw over just in time by
Decided to pass up taking out the runner and made the throw, but it worked out for him.
So nice job by the Mustangs as they tie things up. At 6 apiece. 3 hits in the inning, 7 total.
And just like we thought, this one's looking like it's going to be a battle to the end between these two teams. Shoreview desperately trying to avoid that season sweep.
So we'll see how Shoreview stacks up defensively. Channing Cole is now going to third base, which is where he had started. And we'll see who comes out to pitch. It looks like it might be Mooney again.
Yep, looks like Mooney will be back out there.
And the rest of the infield will stay the same. Dylan Irving, also, of course, a great baseball player in his own right, all-conference infielder at Irondale, and played at Wayne State and Anoka Ramsey. This will be McDonald, Messier, and McMahon for Blaine, excuse me. McDonald 1 for 2, Messier 2 for 2, and McMahon 1 for 2. And we see one of our crew people venturing way out.
Walking through the outfield.
So out for the center field camera. There we go. Who do you think was the toughest pitcher you faced in high school?
Ah, man. It's a tough one. You know, Shore's got to be up there.
Right.
I'm trying to think. Malinowski for Centennial.
Oh, sure. Yeah,
oh,
he's a very good player.
That was intimidating.
So it's bobbled by Cole, and the throw sailed over Irving. So McDonald goes to second. Foul ball.
It'll be interesting for these kids, you know, once they get to high school and they kind of split off and go, you know, some are going to Mounds View, some are going to Irondale. You'll end up playing your friends in high school.
Right.
It's kind of an interesting experience.
This is hit very deep to right center field, and this will not be caught. First after it is Simser.
That one's way out there.
Yeah, this one. Oh, they might have a play at second, and he is just under the tag. Nice job by Simser to get it in quickly, as Messier took a very hard turn around second. As in slow pitch softball, you get 4 outfielders. I think they'd like to have 4
that would
here.
be nice to have the right center fielder.
Because it seems like it's about as large an outfield as you're going to see, as there you see McDonald scoring. That one just by the shortstop, Lawson. And staying at third will be Messier as McMahon with the single through the infield. So 7-6 for Blaine. This brings up Jake Dorff. He is 1 for 2 on the day. A little bit of a pitch out there.
Looks like they got their first and third baseman playing in. Going to stop that third, you know, guy on third from scoring, but the middle infielders are back for the double play.
Venturing back is Keene. He makes the play. Throw home is cut off by Mooney. And the smart play. And it is now 8-6.
Good at bat there by Dorff.
Yeah,
did what he needed to do.
So now this brings up Raleigh Carlson with 1 out and 1 on. Throw to first. Almost got him there. That's one good thing in Major League Baseball. We haven't seen many instances of the rule at home plate as far as avoiding a collision and leaving home plate open for the runner, and that's, I'm real happy that the players have made that adjustment. Stolen base for McMahon. That's his second of the day.
Although Carlson is playing baseball now, you know, it says here that it's a big hockey family. Hockey's their sport.
Okay.
All his siblings are playing hockey. He plays hockey.
Wow.
And he'll be going to Centennial next year.
Good stop behind the plate by Koken. That was not easy.
Go, guys, come on.
Hit sharply to second, and nice move there. Jacob thought about going to third, but may as well take the sure out.
Thought about it for a second, but
so this will bring up the leadoff man, Gatschuk, for the 4th time today. He is 1 for 2 with a walk.
Where'd it go?
Nice pitch in the outside corner, 0-2.
All right, way ahead here, guys. 0-2.
Looped into center, and that's going to just drop in front of Keane.
3rd blooper for Blaine. They've just driven in a run.
Right, and that's a killer because it was a good pitch by Mooney, and he just dropped the bat head and looped it out to center field into no man's land.
Yep, you gotta give him credit for that one. That was a good
bat
hit.
Control.
That was great.
This brings up big Mickey Zeller.
Yeah. Right.
And a stolen base for Gatschuk. So he's now in scoring position, 9-6 here in the bottom of the 5th.
And we've seen Gatschuk do a variety of things today. He started off the game with that great catch. He's got a few hits. He's got stolen base. He's kind of doing it all today, isn't he?
Yeah, he's still going to get the score sheet.
There we go. 0-2.
Blaine with 3 here in the 5th to break the tie.
Hey.
Cole unable to hang on to it. I think Gatschuk would have been safe anyway. So back-to-back stolen bases.
Yeah, you got a great jump there.
Mm-hmm. Very high foul. Nice catch.
Nice
Great job by Cole. Very close to the Blaine dugout, but he makes the play to keep it a 3-run game. Blaine makes it 9-6 here. Going into the 6th inning, we'll take a break as here we see the replay. Channing Cole in the gloom, making a really nice catch.
Coming home can be hard if you're a veteran of Iraq or Afghanistan. You may feel like you're all alone, but you're not alone. At IAVA.org, your fellow vets are all around you. Join our free online community, get the resources you need, and connect to other vets who know where you're coming from. IAVA.org. We've got your back.
So we have a new pitcher here for the Bengals. This is going to be, let's see here. It should be McMahon.
Yep, Kate McMahon.
Yep. So he'll pitch the last 2 innings here. Juriado along with Jake Folska. I was just wondering, Jake, any of your Arendelle teammates, are they playing college anywhere?
Oh, geez. I think a few of them tried out.
Okay.
I don't think any of them actually are playing right now. My memory is failing me right now.
Oh, no, that's all right. I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
No, yeah, I don't think anyone's playing right now, but I know a few guys the year above me
Okay.
are playing places, you know,
Sure.
a little club ball.
Now, speaking of Jimmy Jerry, he's one of the biggest Legion players I ever saw, but he obviously could hit the ball, but he was a very good first baseman. He's great all-around athlete.
I played a year of baseball with him. He hit about at least 10 home runs that year.
That one a little low. This is Ben Jepko. He caught the second through fourth innings. He is 0 for 2 on the night. Nice pitch there. That's Chalk. Does a good job staying in front of it. That was hit very hard. And
That was a
makes the
great
play.
play.
Yep.
You recovered there. You know, made the little bobble, but didn't panic.
One away for Jack Koken. That's across for a strike. Well, dropping right in front of us. 1 and 2 to Koken.
This is McMahon's 8th game this year. He's only pitched 15 innings so far.
Just outside.
Go.
Wow.
Good pick there by the catcher.
Yeah, it sure was.
Nonchalant.
Low. And nice job by Koken as he draws the walk. Shoreview only has 5 outs here to get 3 runs or more. This brings up Ty Keene. And it'll be a wild pitch, and moving on to second will be Koken.
1-1.
When you were catching, did you wear the hockey style mask or just the more traditional one?
Yep, I did the hockey style.
Okay.
That's pretty much the more popular for kids.
Certainly seems like it.
It's more protective, I think.
Yeah, it's
for
also
sure.
a little lighter.
Absolutely.
2-1.
As I see, again, it's something the technology and protective equipment these days. That is hit foul down the first base line. Ty Keene has played center field all game. Grounded out in the second and struck out in the fifth. Slowly to the pitcher, and easy play over to first, so 2 away. In the 3 previous meetings this year, Blaine beat Shoreview 6-3 on May 16th at the Blaine tournament. Then at Shoreview, Blaine beat the Mustangs 9-4. That was 6 days later. Then in the St. Michael tournament, similar to a game like tonight, Blaine beat Shoreview 8-6.
So they've all been fairly close games.
Right, and Shoreview actually in that tournament gave St. Michael all it could handle, only losing 4-3, and St. Michael currently is undefeated.
Oh, wow.
This is Channing Cole, the 10 hitter. He hit a hard grounder in the third for an out and walked in the fifth. Scored the first run of the inning. They plated 3. Oof. Healthy cut at that one, 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and some nice work there by McMahon.
Hustle out, boys, hustle out.
We'll take a quick look here at the game in the first inning. As that was the RBI ground out by Mooney, and Blaine really hitting the ball well in the first, scoring 4. Jason McDonald's rocket down the third baseline, plating Zeller, and the slow grounder, and they beat it out, and Miller scoring, and that was the bloop single by McMahon. Then in the second, Shoreview answering, as that was Charlie Jacob with the RBI double over the right fielder, scoring Irving, and then in the third, that was DeWitt with the RBI single right up the middle by the pitcher, scoring Bothwell. And the wild pitch there scored Messier. And the hit by Dorff scored McMahon. In the fifth, Shoreview answered with 3. Cole, Bothwell, and Lawson all scoring. Runs batted in for Lawson, Mooney, and thereby DeWitt. And then Blaine answered in the fifth with 3 of their own. To get us here to where we are. Excellent job by the North Metro TV crew.
It's been a back and forth game, hasn't it?
Right.
It's been really exciting to watch.
Good pitch there by Mooney. As this is Connor Melton. He is back in the lineup. Cuello had a fly out in the fourth, and then he had played center field in place of Melton. That's where he has been in the sixth and will be in the seventh. That is hit very well to right field, and that will go over Simser.
Almost the soccer net there.
Yeah. Hustling into second is Melton with a stand-up double again.
That one was misplayed a bit as the right fielder started to kind of come in. And
right, he took one step in, and then by then it was too late. When you were with Tri-City, was it ever the Wooden Bat League?
There was a few tournaments.
That's what I thought.
Yep, there's a few tournaments where you have to play with just the wood bat, which is kind of fun, actually.
Oh, I'm sure.
You know?
That one a little inside. 1-0 as Melton with a nice leadoff double. Very sharply to the left field, and this is gone. Home run, and 2 runs batted in for Miller, as Winslow had been in his place, and Miller coming right back in with a big home run to make it 11-6.
Man, right off the bat, you just knew that one was gone. That one was hit well.
Congratulations from his teammates. Taking a tumble there was Gatschuk. Yeah, it certainly sounded good off the bat.
Yep, he took the inside pitch and just went with it.
I would not want to try and go into that forest and find that ball.
No. I'm sure there's 100 balls back there.
Yeah. You can think of poison ivy and a lot of other critters that would be back there. Excellent catch. Charlie Jacob, that's the second really nice leaping catch we've seen in the infield. One by Gottschalk, and there by Shoreview's Jacob. He seems very happy, and well, he should be.
Nice way to bounce back after that home run.
Yep. That's where it helps to have a little extra height like Jacob does. Messier's had a whale of a game. Not only was he the starting pitcher, but as you see there, 3 for 3, 2 doubles, 2 runs scored, and 2 runs batted in.
It's a heck of a game.
Yeah. And the 4-pitch walk. So Messier will take first with 1 out. There's Cade McMahon. He has been on base 3 times. 2 hits and reached on an error. Good stop by the catcher.
You know, after 5 straight balls, this might be a good time for Jeffco to go out and kind of
slow things down,
calm him down a bit. And we'll see if he can bounce back with a strike.
Yeah. Well, evidently, hard grounder to third. Very nice play. And quickly going to second was Messier. No chance there. So McMahon out at first, and a really nice play by Channing Cole.
Yep, Blaine avoided a double play on that. They had the hit and run on.
Yep.
So Messier was well on his way to second.
Looks like Alex Winslow drew the short straw. He's trying to find baseball in all of that foliage. That is hit very sharply to center, and that now makes it 12-6 in favor of the Bengals. Yeah, hanging off speed pitch, and nice job by Keene to get to it and hold the batter to a single, and the 12th run scored by Messier.
Yeah, this is just a really impressive lineup from top to bottom for the Blaine team. Everyone seems to be able to knock it out there pretty good.
Right. Rothwell venturing back. He will make the catch. But again, Blaine scores 4 in the first, 2 in the third, 3 in the fifth, 3 in the sixth. As the last chance here for the Shoreview Mustangs, they trail 12-6 after 6. We'll take a break. This is North Metro Sports coverage of Gopher State baseball.
There's a monster in my bathtub. There's one on the couch. There's a monster on my bed.
Keep innocent things from triggering an asthma attack.
Please make the monsters go away.
Learn how to stop their asthma attacks at noattacks.org.
And going off of that PSA, if you could predict anything in the NBA draft tomorrow, you'd probably be a pretty wealthy person again. It should be interesting to see what happens with Kevin Love. Just you hope they can get about 70 or 80 cents on the dollar and make a trade that'll help the Wolves down the road, but it's not going to be easy.
Yeah, you can only hope so.
Yep. Dale Irving's going to coach third base this inning, try and get them a little luck, as Bothwell, who has not needed luck, he's really hit the ball well tonight. Takes that one inside, so it's 2-1. Inside corner, McMahon working very quickly here in the 7th. Bothwell has scored half of the runs here for Shoreview. That is hit very sharply by the first baseman, Messier.
I would assume that the Shoreview team has the first pitch take on, if I had to guess. Taking the first pitch, being down by 6 runs in the 7th inning. It's going to take a heck of an inning to come back here, but you never know.
Yeah. Also want to be safe on the base paths, as this is Joe Lawson. He is 2 for 3 on base with a walk and a hit. Hit very sharply to center field, venturing back and making a catch over his head is Melton. That would have been interesting if it could have gotten by him, but of course now in the 7th, outfield is playing a little deeper than maybe they normally would. Nice pitch there as Andrew Mooney 1 for 3 on the game. Steve Mooney, the head coach. Slow roller to short. Throw to first.
What a play.
Wow.
Another great play.
Yep, that Schalk has looked very, very impressive tonight. Pound for pound, one of the best players out there.
Absolutely.
Yep. So Bothwell gets to second. 2 away, and the last chance here for the Shoreview Mustangs is Andrew DeWitt, the DH. He hit the high liner that got Schultz.
Throwing across his body, that takes a lot of skill.
Yep, got him by a step. That's Chalk. Jumped out of his shoes to catch a line drive in the 1st. Hard base hit up the middle in the 3rd, and reached on an error in the 5th. And he's going for the downs on that one.
And I think he was looking for a home run on that hit. Get his team back in the game.
Good stop in the dirt. Nice hit into center field. Bothwell will score. And chugging into second is DeWitt, as he hit that very well to straightaway center field.
Yep, that was a great hit, especially being down in the count. Took the breaking ball the other way.
So Dylan Irving, 1 for 3. He's hit the ball hard every time at bat. High in the air towards the dugout, and that'll do it. As a nice job over there at third base by Seth Miller, as he catches the foul pop-up And we get a 12-7 final. Shoreview get 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, 3 in the fifth, 1 in the seventh, but it wasn't enough. As, again, Jake, you had mentioned it a few times during the game. Blaine averaging over 9 runs a game, which is very impressive. They score 12 tonight, and no weakness in that batting order.
No, it doesn't look like it, does it? Just a really solid game all around by the Blaine team.
We'll take a quick break. We'll be having a couple interviews here post-game. As again, Blaine holding on to beat Shoreview 12-7 as they will win the Gopher State Baseball East Division. We'll be back after this.
Private incentive and public service. Private incentive and public.
There's your final score here tonight as Blaine has clinched the East Division of the Gopher State Babe Ruth area here, 12-7. As Aaron has a couple of players here after the game, 2 of the real standouts, Joey Messier, the pitcher, and Seth Miller, the third baseman. Neither of them made an out tonight. Take it away.
All right, I'm here with a couple of the victorious Blaine players. You guys won this game 12-7. Mike Gottschalk, Joey Messier. Mike, tell us a little bit. You were playing great defense on the field. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, today I made 2 pretty nice plays. I had a jumping catch and a pretty nice throw at third base, and yeah.
All right, Aiden, Joey, you did some pitching. You 3 for 3 with a couple RBIs today. Talk a little bit about that. What got into you at the plate today?
Well, it was pretty fun, and we can see pretty good out there, and yeah.
So seeing the field out there, that helped you guys out at the plate?
Perfect background.
Awesome. So you guys have done pretty well in state last couple of seasons. You know, what are the expectations as you move forward?
We expect to win it this year, 100%.
Make less errors.
How you guys gonna win it?
Well, we got to put in a lot of work beforehand,
yeah.
And we still got a lot of work to do.
All right, well, thank you guys, and good game here tonight. You guys won the game 12-7, so great hitting and great defense, great pitching. Congratulations, you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. My mistake there. I originally thought Seth Miller was going to be there. Instead, it was Mike Gottschalk. He is obviously very well deserving also. Blaine with a very impressive victory tonight. They now go to 12-2-1 on the season and win the East Division here in Gopher State Baseball. For Jake Polska, I'm Jerry Otto. I want to send a very big thanks to the North Metro crew and all of our people here tonight, and a great broadcast. And hopefully we'll see you for some Legion baseball during the rest of the summer. Good night, everybody.